Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be doing a deck profile on Sakuyamon for BT10. Sakuyamon, I would not say is a tier 1 contender, however, it is a very fun deck to play and can beat any of the meta decks if you are given the right tools. The problem with the deck is that it requires a tamer, Digimon, and options all together to kind of get going, but once you get all those together, it's a really hard deck to beat. So we're going to start with the eggs. We are running 4 Viximon, and that is it. Viximon is really the only one you need. It's going to draw you a card whenever you get your option cards played. You're going to be playing a lot, so you'll be drawing a lot with that card. Next, we're going to talk about our rookies. And we are playing 4 of the Renamon from BT10. This Renamon can search out Eureka, and your plugins, and it's just a general good searcher. It also has the minus 2000 DP reduction inheritable. Next is the EX2 Renamon. This one searches out your Renamon line cards and Eureka, and its inheritable is to gain a memory when you play the options, we are playing 3 Patamon. I played this at 4 for a little while. It doesn't come up as much as I would like to gain the memory, because that's why you're playing it. When you deplete a Digimon by DP, it gains you a memory. It comes up sometimes, and we do need the rookies, but I needed some room, so Patamon is one of the ones I cut. So there is only 11 rookies in the deck. It does seem low, but there's just not a lot of room. Next, we are playing 4 of the BT10 Renamons, Kyubimons, and it allows you to either get an option card, or a plug-in out of your graveyard, or you can pitch a plug-in from your hand to draw 2. It's a really good one. It does not have an inheritable, so this is the one you're going to want to be playing on the field, if you can. Next one is the EX2 Kyubimon. This is much worse. It literally only searches an option, which isn't a bad thing, but it bottom decks some cards you may need. But it does have the minus 2000 inheritable, so this is a good one to do in raising. We are playing 1 Kazemon. You could play more. It's literally just a hybrid for game card. It did come up at the tournament I played in yesterday. I would definitely play 1, maybe even 2 in the future. It's just really hard to find the deck space, but we are playing a Yellow Tamer, and this deck does struggle with reach sometimes. Next is the BT10 Taomon. This one simply lets you play a plugin for free when he's played. So if you play Evolve into him, then play your Super Evolution plugin, you're going to be going to Sakuyamon pretty much for free, or Maid mode for free. So it's just a nice card, and we need the 5s. And then we are playing 3 of the EX2 Taomons. These ones, whenever you evolve into them, lets you play Eureka for free, which is always nice. There are other cards and other archetypes that do the same thing for cheaper or better, but this is the one that we need for this line. It doesn't come up a ton, but we need the level 5s, and when it does go off, it's a lot of value. Next, we have 4 Sakuyamons. Sakuyamon is your bread and butter. Whenever you evolve into her, she untaps, or untaps another Digimon, as well as gets a plugin from your graveyard, or multiple plugins depending on how many Rikas you have out. She's just really good. She has a non-once per turn minus 3000 DP hit every time you use a level 2 or higher card. So if you're playing the plugins for free off of Eureka or other ways, you're just continually pinging stuff for 3000 on the board. So if you have 2 of these out, it gets actually really ridiculous. So we are playing 4 of her, and then we are playing 3 of the Miko mode. Miko mode, or Maid mode, allows you to play a plugin or pretty much any of our options in the deck for free. But mainly what she does is after you play that option card, she puts it back on top of security. So any of our option cards you can obviously play for free. And our option cards actually do have decent security effects, so it's not bad to do that. But it lets us stack cards like Holy Flame onto our security to give us an extra layer of protection that this deck actually needs. And whenever you swing with her, you can pay 1 and go back into a Sakuyamon, so you can recur and just continually go back and forth into the two of them if you really wanted to. And that's it for the main Renamon line Digimon. Next, we are playing 4 Rikas. She's the heart and soul of the deck to go with the Sakuyamons. Whenever you attack, you can tap her, and you can play your option cards for free. So you can get all these jamming, security +1, give yourself blocker, evolve for free, all that for free. And she's also a memory tamer, so she's very good. We are playing 3 of the yellow memory boosts. Just a great card because there are certain parts you'll be missing throughout your play style, or excuse me, your playthrough. So you're going to definitely need to have a way to dig through them. And this is our way to do it, and gives us some memory to do some extra plays. Now we've gotten to the plugins. 3 of the Evolution. I don't know if I need to explain what all of these do, because most of the people who are watching this, I assume, are playing the deck. But basically, it lets us evolve for free and draw a card. The new defense option, and it gives us blocker, reboots, and unable to be deleted by card effects. Offensive plugin A gives us +1 security. And then high speed plugin D gives us jamming and unable to be blocked by blockers, which is actually super huge. And every time I play this card against a blocker, they're always like, wait, what the heck? It's actually pretty dope. So love that card. You notice I'm not playing the new +3000 DP plugin. I don't know if I have room for it, but I will say, after playing against a Black War Greymon deck that kept destroying my Rikas and de-digivolving me and swinging over my Sakuyamons, I might find a spot for one, just because if you're sitting at 11k DP and there is a Black War Greymon on the other side of the field, he's just gonna kill you because he can swing at unsuspended Digimon. And it happened quite a bit, and the only reason I won those matches is for a card I haven't showed yet. Next is 1 Holy Flame. We just use this with Maid mode to stack our security, and it's also just in general a good card. And we can play it for free using Maid mode, so there's no reason not to do it. And then the last card, and I saved this for last because I don't want people to click off the video, but we are playing 2 Death X. If you don't want to play the Death X Mon, you can add another Patamon, Renamon, or Taomon to those lines, or another yellow memory boost. But I will tell you that this card saves you more often than you would think. You draw a lot in this deck, so you're gonna see your Death X Mons unless they're in security. And against the Black War Greymon player I went 2-0 against, he was controlling my board really well, but I was able to drop the Death X Mons to kind of counteract it, because you got to remember, we're not a meta deck here. So we have to find ways to combat the meta. And without a card like Death X, especially in this format, you're going to have a real hard time doing that. So that's the entire deck. Again, if you don't want to play the Death X Mons, just know that you're not going to be quite as sturdy as if you were playing them. I'm just going to run back through the cards real quick. If you have any questions, you can always put them in the comments below. I don't know how many Digimon videos I want to do. I can only play every other week, so I don't get to play as much as I would like to. But this is the deck I decided to play this last week. And, I had decent success with it, so I wanted to share it. And there's just not a lot of Sakuyamon lists online. And a lot of them are very similar. This one's not very different from the ones that are already online, because it's really a deck where you just have to play like all the things. And your numbers may differentiate. So the only thing I would say I would change is if I can find a spot for it, maybe play the 3000 DP plugin, just because getting swung over by Black War Greymon was really frustrating. But it's something that you're going to have to deal with in this format if it's going to be popular. With the cross heart hit, I don't know how popular it's going to be, but at my locals there was a few running around, and the only reason I beat them was because of Death Xmon. So anyway, you'll have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.